Hello, N4HNH here. I just worked this guy, Zulu Bravo 3 Yankee in Gibraltar. It took a while to get him. I want to show you what I was dealing with. There he is. Okay, so first of all, what did I do? Let me get over here to the DSP. Digital noise reduction. Now you hear that heterodyne? That is some local noise. It's only happening here on 14290. You guys experience some of that in your neighborhood? Could be a baby monitor, I don't know, all plasma TV, you know, there's all kind of crazy things now. My washing machine makes noise. So I'm notching that out with the manual notch. The auto notch, see, it doesn't quite get enough to lock onto, but auto notch takes care of it. Now the other thing I'm dealing with, and I want you to notice this. You hear that? 2 kilohertz down, we got some strong signals. And so here I am trying to hear Gibraltar 2 kilohertz up. Hear that heterodyne? There we go. So at 290 only, but then the manual notch knocks it out. Now there he is. What I did to pull him out was kicked in the mu tuner, the preselector. If you don't have one of those, the same button will activate the VRF, variable RF. Again, it's a preselector that's built into the radio. You watch my other videos, you'll see the mu tuner is an option that's external. The big thing you've seen in the previous videos sits outside of the radio. There's one for 160 meters, there's another one for 40, 60, and 80, and a third one for 20 and 30. Okay, so see, his signal is S1, S2 with the mu tuner engaged. Now it also has about 5 dB of insertion loss, and that's okay because it just saves me from kicking in an attenuator because again, attack noise from the front end. So his real signal is about 5.4, 5.5. I gave him a 5.5. You know how that is. Meter could be off a little bit. I'm gonna give him benefit of the doubt. But you hear all that noise. Now, we can kick in the mu tuner and shift. If the won't noise is low, you want to go high. The pitch. If the interference from the QRM is high pitch, then you go low with the shift. Now that's it's going to be different according to whether you're on lower sideband or upper sideband. Whether the QRM area is high pitched or low pitched depends on which side of you they're on and whether it's lower sideband or upper sideband. So here on the upper sideband, if I go negative, I'm going to get more of the low end. That's the sound of that QRM, and so you want to go high with the shift. So also remember what you're doing with the width here is controlling how wide you're listening through that IF filter, and then shift adjusts where the center point is. So these are working together. Now another thing I wanted to show you, I'm going to take off this manual notch, and what's this? If I go to the filter setting, look at there. See, that high pitch goes away when I get down here. Well, and here's how you know, watch. The frequency of that pitch is 2,370 Hertz, 2370. So I can take care of it there, and that makes good sense to do it that way, as opposed to, pinching up the audio. But either works. And in the case of narrowing the front end so I can knock some of that QRM area out, this does make sense to do right here. But sometimes you'll notice that if you get too narrow, you'll lose enough fidelity to hear your DX station really well. I mean, this DX station's down there at 5.4, 5.5 with a noise level. Let me see what the noise level is. Yeah, I mean, the QRM area is 10/9 and the noise level is 3. I knock out that, there we go. Now the noise level's 2, getting rid of that heterodyne. And yeah, boy, look, it's the difference of hearing him or not. And also, sometimes contour will help. I mean, that's Gibraltar. I don't think I've ever even had a contact there before, so that was quite a treat. But anyway, I just wanted you guys to see, again, more of this dealing with QRM area. Your first line of attack, though, is going to be your filter width and your shift, and they work together. Remember, the width is, think of that as controlling fidelity. See how he drops out when I get too narrow? So that's controlling the fidelity, and then the shift is controlling where the center point's going to be of that in this case 2.4, let's say 2.25 kilohertz of bandwidth, and then the shift's going to control where the center point of that is. And again, remember, rule of thumb, if the QRM area, the honky sound, is low pitched, then you want to go plus. If the QRM area is high pitched, you want to go minus. And don't get confused by that, because it'll vary according to whether you're on upper sideband or lower sideband. Okay, just thought I would throw that one out there. It was quite a treat for me to get Gibraltar, but it was tough. I mean, it's one thing to knock down QRM area so you can have a conversation with somebody that's 5'7", 5'8", 5'9", but to knock it down to try to have a conversation with somebody who's about 5'4", and the QRM area is 10/9. Actually, one of the stations, that one there, he's 20/9. So, it takes a little more doings. And I'll tell you, by the way, I had the headphones on to really, maximize my ability to pull that guy out. But I took them off so you guys could hear the Gibraltar station. Okay, well, I hope you found that at least enjoyable. 73 from N4H&H.